with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your stars. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
on second down, Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
It is 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jets.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit. And
now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Pushed out, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's Did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
On third down, it's Hurts. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Hurts will try it again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's third down.
On third down, here's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. Another run here with Hall. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3.
Fields now on second down. Nolan Smith gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Fields from the gun on third down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Taking off. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now it is first and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Panay Wanwu now to return. And he is stopped.
The Jets take
25.
over
The drive will begin there.
at their own 25-yard
Following the
line.
play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Fields. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Jets.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Hall is hit. He's lost the football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's
now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Again, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. To throw, Hurts. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Jets offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Fields now. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields to keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the Kobe D.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The Jets have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Give up the middle with Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
That's good.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jalen Carter. He gets in for another sack. He's piling them up here in this preseason.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds.
Complete to Josh Reynolds. Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Taylor. Forced out left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyrod Taylor. Touchdown, Jets. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Man in motion is Smith. On second down, Hurts. That's right side, and he's gone count to terror. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here now, 3rd and 5. First snap. On the move left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got his tight end Calcaterra to the left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
Second down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Man in motion is Brown.
Third down.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll try and carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Here's Barkley. Marked down at the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles up their lead. It's now 24-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes to go here till
4.
halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here comes 2nd and 4. Now, Taylor. He'll step up and run this. A gain there of 20. And the Jets have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the
to throw is Taylor. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Taylor. Taylor loses the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A pass deep for Reynolds. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Jake Elliott to kick
All right,
off
Scott,
for
thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
There he goes again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On the option, here's Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Allen. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
The Eagles 5-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit.
Jets 14.
After the touchdown, out is Polk to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down throw for Hurts. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
from the 50. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On now comes the punt team for the Jets.
For the Jets.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now he'll try to keep it going. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. He's inside the 40. A.J. Brown. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up.
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Jets 14.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for it.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Lazard. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Catch made there by Burks. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Hurts. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 38 now, here's second down and 3. To the air again, Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends. And
Barkley has fumbled. And the Jets come up with the takeaway. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
On third down, here's Hurts. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 42, Jets 17.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. A pass deep for Reynolds. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Reynolds.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Hurts going to run this one himself.
Hurts on the keeper.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. On play action, here's McCord. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun is McCord. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The coverage by
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to take a shot down the field. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Eagles are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They look to be on their way to a second win in 3 tries here in the preseason. And they'll begin here with 1st and 10. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 23-yard
Out of the gun, here's McCord. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun is McCord. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Pickup. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Handoff to Dillon, running left. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
47-yard line.
A play fake, and here's McCord. This one into the hands of Marshall. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll get about 5.
A.J. Dillon, the ball
So,
carrier.
from 37, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down, Philadelphia.
It's another go with Dillon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down.
2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
It's a run out of the gun. Here's Dillon.
Dillon, ball carrier. Tackle made back at the
Where a
22-yard
defender
line.
makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCord. Inside the 10, it is Hunt. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
7-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 9-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, here's the zone read. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Dillon. And he cannot get free, only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
A gain of a yard brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll try to run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. 17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A carry here for Allen. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Davis. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. It is 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, on comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
One of the tight ends motions right. A give. Here's Dillon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Braden man in punt formation for the Eagles.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They finished the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.